Hello, everyone. Hi, this is Essence, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, on my channel, I teach you things like spiritual things like um, dressing candles, doing certain type of spiritual stuff for yourself, because not everything has to be done by a hoodoo practitioner or a root worker, conjure person. Some things you can do for your on your own. There are some very extensive things that requires a whole prescription or a whole process of things that you would have to do. Um, and that's when you'll seek out a root worker and or a hoodoo practitioner like myself. But then there are some things that you can do on your own, and one of those things I'm here to show you today. So if you could just like and subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it, and leave a comment. But I want to show you guys how to do a protection candle, a quick protection candle. There are certain times when it is important to do a quick protection candle. So you guys, if you don't know, if you've watched my last video when I talked about when I did the Valentine's Day love spell, I showed you guys the 7-day candle, and you know how you burn a 7-day candle, for certain things. So with a love spell or love work, you have some time to play around. You have some time to let the energy kind of like build, and all of that stuff. So when you work with a 7-day candle, when you're doing things like a love spell or a money spell, um, it gives the energy time to culminate, so that it can be more potent and effective for you. But there are times when you need immediate results, or you need something to start acting fast. And so in that situation, you don't have to burn a 7-day candle. You can burn tea candles. I would recommend, depending on, what it is that you're trying to do. So for right now, I'm showing you guys how to do a protection spell. So if you're wanting to use tea tree candles for protection spell, I would advise that you burn 3 candles for 2 days. So you'll burn 3 candles for 3 days. So you'll burn one tea tree candle in the morning, or tea light candle. Let me show you what I mean. I said tea tree, I meant tea light candle. But you'll burn one tea light candle in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then one at night. So, and you'll burn 3 of these for 3 days, with some protection oil. Um, but this is a 3-day candle that we're going to use today. So, white is a universal color, so you can use white for a protection spell. Um, Preferably black is a better color for protection, because of the energy that the color represents, or the color hold. But because we're doing a quick spell, a quick protection spell, I wanted to use white, because white is the vibration is more light. Therefore, my work can move a lot quicker, because I'm wanting to manifest protection at a quick rate, or fast. Um, and so, of course, first step is always to make sure that you cleanse whatever you're using. You always want to remove old stagnant energy off of whatever you are working with. So because we hold energy, because energy is on the earth, we know that because we're able to access energy whenever we turn on a light bulb. We know that when we walk into a room, and or we know that if somebody walks into a room and their energy is not right, their energy can affect the whole room. So we know that energy is real. We know that we collect energy, and not only do we collect energy, but things also collect energy. So we're removing any energy off of this candle that is that has collected on this candle. So let me just explain something to you guys. Hold on one second, you guys. So let me just explain something to you guys about sage. Sage is a very powerful um, cleansing, spiritual cleanser, or cleansing device, or whatever you want to call it. Sage is very powerful when it comes to cleansing negativity, or cleansing anything. Sage is the kind of herb that will remove all energy that's in the room. So if it's good energy, positive energy, bad energy, negative energy, however you want to put it, sage removes it all. So the trick with using sage is that once you sage and you remove all of the energy out of the room, you always want to follow back up with something to reset the energy that you want. So if you're wanting an energy of love, or energy of peace, you would maybe say some strips, read some scriptures throughout your home, play some love music, whatever energy or vibration that you want to, put back or replenish back into your space. You would do that to make sure that you set an energy or set an intention. So with sage, that's what you're doing. You're removing all of the energy. So of course, I just sage this candle. So I am going to reset my intention into this candle because I want this candle to work for me. I want this candle to go to work for me. And the work that I want the candle to do is protect. So that's the energy that I am going to set into my candle. So I am going to close my eyes and say a quick prayer, and meditate and say a quick prayer over my candle. But I am going to also read Psalms 51 over my candle. I won't do that on camera. I'll actually do it later. But any Psalms that you can find that relates to protection, or any Bible scriptures, it doesn't necessarily have to be Psalms, but Psalms are very powerful when it comes to hoodoo and working with the traditional hoodoo practice. Psalms is kind of like the hoodoo practitioner spell book, so to speak. So that's why a lot of us will refer back to Psalms, but you can use any scripture from the Bible as long as it relates or pertains to whatever you're trying to do. So we got our candle saged. I am going to take some extra steps, and I am going to cleanse my candle with some Florida water. You don't have to do this. I do this because I be wanting to make sure that I remove all of the energy that's attached to this candle. This candle came from a store. So I make candles. I make them already dressed. I make them for different things, like money, love drawing, protection, prosperity, abundance, removing jinxes, curses, hexes, root work, all types of candles. I make them already pre-dressed and I sell them. So if you're interested, you can check out my shop on Etsy, which is Essence Spiritual Essentials on Etsy. So, but because I don't want to use the candles that I've already made, prayed over, activated, put all of my energy into hard work, into I don't want to use those candles because those candles are for you guys. I made them to, help you guys out. So I just went and grabbed me a candle really quickly from the store to do what I needed to do. The reason why I'm doing this is because with my intuition, I feel a need to do some protection work. So because I feel like I need to do it quickly, because I don't know what is looming, it's always good to do protection work at least twice a month. I would advise that you take a spiritual bath of protection at least twice a month, and also cleanse your home and do protection work around your home at least twice a month. It can be something simple like maybe putting down salt in, around your home. Salt is a very powerful protectant, a spiritual protectant, so to speak. So you can use sea salt, which I recommend. You can use Himalayan salt. You can use regular table salt. You can use black salt. Whatever type of salt that you have on hand or whatever type of salt that you prefer, you can use. But that's a simple way. It's a simple but effective way of doing some, providing some protection. You can also burn incense on a regular basis, protection incense. You can use, if you have, if you like to burn herbs on a charcoal disc, you can burn rue on a charcoal disc, and go around your home from room to room, making sure that you get all of the corners in your home, and just say a quick Psalms scripture, as it pertains to protection. And that's a way you can present protection as well. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to show you guys really quickly how you can, do a really quick protection spell. And if you get, if you're intuition, if you're in tune with your intuition, and your intuition is giving you an inkling to do some protection work, and you need to do it quickly because you don't know what's on its way, but you want to make sure that you're protected and protected from it. You can do this really quickly. So you're gonna need a white candle, and I said earlier the reason why I chose white is because white is a very light vibrational color, so that means that my spell can move a lot faster and travel faster. Traditionally, you would use a 7-day candle. You would burn a black 7-day candle for 7 days, and say protection psalms over the candle. But I just want to get my energy moving quite fast, so I'm using this 3-day candle. So this candle is going to burn for 3 days. I have this little skew thing to poke holes in my candle because we are going to have to poke holes in this candle. I have also protection oil. This is my own personal oil, but I do make protection oil to sell as well. And I do make all different other types of oils also. You can find those on my website at Essence Spiritual Essentials on Etsy, and I'm getting ready to reopen my Shopify website as well. But I'll list that information in the link below as well. So I do have a few herbs that I'm going to dress my candle with. But before I do, let me. I was telling you guys about the Florida water. So the reason why my Florida water looks so blue like this is because I have camphor water in it. I had to mix my camphor water inside because my cap had broken on my top, so I didn't want my camphor water to go to waste. But camphor water pretty much works the same way as Florida water. They can work in tandem with each other. Camphor water actually does a little bit more than Florida water. So camphor water actually calls in or invites the benevolent spirits. So usually when you're doing any type of spell work or any type of workings, you'll make sure that you'll have all of the 4 elements. So you'll have earth, water, air, and fire. And then you'll also have your camphor oil, camphor water, or you can use the camphor blocks. I have those too. You can burn those on the charcoal disc. But you want to have the camphor because it invites in the benevolent spirits, and they'll enter through the water. So you have to make sure that you have water available at all times when you're doing any type of workings. But we're not doing any workings today, so you don't have to worry about it. Right now, we're just doing a really quick protection candle work. So I just cleanse my hands, and I did put some camphor waters, Florida water, on my jar to cleanse. The Florida water will cleanse my jar, and then the camphor water will invite that energy in, the energy of protection in for me. So whenever you're cleansing if you're wanting to draw something in, you have to bring it towards you. So that's why I'm pulling this way, because I'm bringing it towards me. I want to bring in protection. So so I am going to also dress my candle with some herbs. So one of the herbs that I am going to use is sage. Sage is a very good herb for protection as well. Sage is one of those herbs that you can actually um, set intention into. As I said, it's a powerful herb on its own. It'll wipe out anything. And if you set your intention into the sage of what you want it to do, it is one of those herbs that can, it's a multi-purpose herb. So sage can be used for protection. Sage can be used also for drawing in money and prosperity. So I got some sage. I got mugwort. Mugwort is a very powerful herb. I love mugwort. Mugwort is one of those herbs that help you increase your intuition. It is a feminine herb, so it helps you, in areas in line with your femininity. So I like to steam. I do yoni steams twice a month, and I usually do at least one of those things with just motherwort and mugwort, because mugwort is a powerful herb. It helps you to connect with your intuition. It helps you to connect with your psychic energy and all of that. So that's part of the reason why I am doing this quick protection spell, because the mugwort kind of showed me that I needed to do some protection work really quickly. So I am obeying my intuition, and I'm doing that. And I just thought that it would be good for me to come on here and show you guys how to do it as well. So I have the mugwort, and the reason why I'm using mugwort to dress my candle is because I want my candle to be able to see where the threat is coming from. And the sage is going to protect and also balance that energy. So I don't want to, have to deal with whatever negative energy is coming. So I want the sage to wipe that out and protect me against it. And the mugwort is going to see on, it's going to reveal itself to me in all areas that the protection needs to go, or the protection will go. And then I have, hopefully you guys understood what I just said. Hopefully that made sense. So the mugwort is going to help amplify the intuitive energy of my candle to see all areas of my life that needs to be protected. So for whatever is out there, whatever unseen force that's out there, the mugwort is going to see it and be able to protect me, my family, and my home against it. So that's what the mugwort is for. And then I also have agrimony. Agrimony is a really good herb for removing jinxes, curses, spells, hoodoo works. If somebody is working against you, if somebody is giving you the evil eye, if somebody is speaking ill things about you, or somebody is jealous of you, and they are pretty much praying and trying to manifest your downfall, whatever the case may be, agrimony is a very powerful herb to help in that situation. And the reason why I am adding that into my candle is because I want my candle to, as I said, I want to cover all areas. So I don't know where the issue may come from. So I want to, if there's anybody out there that's wishing evil or harm, or wanting bad things to happen to me, or whatever the case may be, I want that to be removed, and I want it to be sent back to them. But I'll do a return to sender spell a little later, and when I do, I'll show you guys how to do it. So I don't want this to be long, so let me move along. So I got my candle. I am going to poke 8 holes into my candle. No, I'm poking 7 holes into my candles. I'm sorry, into my candle, because 7 is the number of completion. 3 is also the number of completion too. But I like to work with 7. 7 is the best number for me. And this candle is This is not even a good candle. This came from the store. It's not even, y'all see how that wax just popped completely out? It's all good because it's going to melt back down anyway. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But again, I'm trying to do a really quick spell, a really quick protection candle so that I can start, I can go ahead and get a head start on whatever it is, on its way. So I got my 7 holes in my candle. I am going to add some of my protection oil. Again, I do make this to sell, so you can purchase some of this directly from me. Really good, powerful oil. So I have my oil in my candles. I made sure to pour oil in each one of the 7 holes inside my candle. Now I am going to dress my candle with my sage, but before I do, I am going to bless and activate my sage because I want this sage to do something specific for me. Okay, so I just prayed over that. I just prayed over my sage and I'm adding it inside of my candle. And you don't have to use a lot of herbs. Whether you use a little or a lot, it's not the amount that you use. It's about the intention that you set and the energy that you give the herb when you activate it. You are re-giving it the spirit that you want it to have. So remember, these herbs were a living life force. They have been dried out and their essence has been removed. And so you are giving it the essence that you want it to have. You are activating it. So this is the mugwort. I'm adding my mugwort. And I'm going to say I'm going to activate this and set my intention into the mugwort. Okay. So I got my mugwort in my candle. And then I'm going to add my agrimony. This is the final herb that I'm going to add. I'm going to bless and activate it. Now I am going to put my intention in my candle. I actually should have did that before I started adding my herbs, but it doesn't matter in whichever direction you want to work in, as long as you make sure that your candle is cleansed and that your intention is set. So I did say that I was going to say a prayer over my candle before I light it. So I am going to do that. That is a form of setting intention into your candle. So I am going to do that, but I still want to add an addition. I do want to just add some, I just want to put my energy into this candle because I want to build a very powerful shield of protection for my home, my family, and myself. So I just put my intention into the candle. So I'm not going to light it just yet because I do want to say the Lord's Prayer. And then I'll probably do another scripture from the Psalms. I just don't know which one I'm going to do just yet. But I am going to let my intuition guide me. And then once I say that over the candle, then I'll light it. But I do plan on lighting it today. So that's how you do a really quick protection candle. I'll come back another time and show you guys how to do just a powerful spell of protection or powerful protection spell using the 7-day candle, 7-day ritual process. And I'll show you like steps on how you cleanse your home and set the energy of protection all around the inside and the outside. So that is a video that I will be doing for you guys as well. But I just wanted to show you guys a really quick way to provide some protection, some quick protection for yourself. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, share, and comment. I do want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think, and if you have any questions, I will provide my my link to my website and my podcast and all ways to reach me, social media outlets. I'll provide that in the links. But until next time, y'all be blessed.